road tricks?
Yeah. And he came over and he's like, what are you doing? He goes, I didn't even know what that does, but I'm going to do it. And he felt it. So he's going to do it to his kids' wives. Well, I just hope he doesn't let Carson actually ride with it like that. And you never know, right? Yeah, we're in the muddiest spot. We had to put the tarp out. It was bad.
When you race, how many tariffs would you go out with?
How many tariffs? Depends. I mean, like I always got goggles. Like goggles always came with one stack, which is typically, depending on, sometimes race stacks for us are 10 stack. I always preferred a 10 stack set rather than 7. So typical is 7. Like the good guys will go, whether if they got 14, if they got 7s, then obviously they'll like go 14 to 21. But yeah, anything more than 21, like I think I'm putting 14 on here for the kids because it's raining today and muddy. But only for Tate and Pace because they actually pull tariffs. Kaya still tries to pull it with her right hand, so she's just getting 7. That's it. Just because she doesn't go through them, but the boys go through them. It'll help if it not stick, like the mud do not stick.
Pulling out all the little tricks today, huh?
Yeah. A lot of tricks. We can do everything behind the gate. In front of the gate, it's on tape. Andy, I hope he doesn't need it. It means that we would be whole shotting, we don't get roosted. I think we're gonna need it. Oh, you touched it?
Told me not to, and I touched it anyways. I was like, I'm touching it.
You know when someone tells you don't touch it, you gotta touch it.
If you put one fin on that boat, are you listening to me? Don't touch the boat.
You get off here, you get that thing going straight, drive it all the way in. It's gonna be thin. Don't be scared to get up against that wall if you have to. If it's super sketchy, just get in there and use the wall on the outside. Even try to go on the inside. Just rail the thing all the way around the outside. Momentum is what you gotta do. Keep that roll speed going. It cleans out the tires, everything will work better. The inside right here is really good, but if you have to, don't be scared to pin it all the way around the outside. Coming down the hill's fine. Going up the hill, get that thing straight, power up the hill. Don't be scared, clutch it. Most important thing is off this gate, in that rut, and then go. Whole shot like your brother. Lots of standing up and carry momentum. The slower you go, the harder it is for the wheels to move together, okay? If you keep that momentum, look ahead, see the rut, get in the rut, give it gas, you'll be good.
So I gotta go zoom zoom.
Go zoom zoom. That's what we're gonna call it. Let's go zoom zoom. That was vroom vroom.
Did you hear his new nickname?
Huh?
Chaos.
This kid?
Yeah.
Chaos?
Yeah, that's his new nickname.
I didn't think you're chaos. Who called you chaos?
They thought his real name was Chaos.
Oh, they put it.
motos?
Pretty good.
Muddy?
Yeah.
It looked tricky after the cutoff. Those ruts.
I had to do the whole track. I had to do staircase, and staircase was so scary. Dude, you land and you're just like, whoa, because it was so muddy on the landing.
You're up there battling with them top runners, that one.
True. I almost beat the...
Cape Kid.
Yeah, I almost beat that kid. And
Look what jumps do.
Huh?
Look what jumps do.
Yeah.
In mud. The great equalizer.
Yeah.
I did all the jumps I usually do.
Yeah? You were jumping some of them further than you usually do in the mud.
19th yesterday, 5th today. Big improvements. So he ended up 11th overall in that class. So good.
Hey, Maya, I thought you like mud. Yeah. I never said I did it.
19th to 5th.
What was the scariest moment you had on the track?
Oh, I almost indoed.
Was the track pretty sketchy?
So when you go in to the table, like where the table is, I hit a rut and it made me go sideways. Like,
What happened that second corner?
Tried to go all the way around the outside, but I missed the line and went into slick stuff, and my rear tire went like this. And so I had no forward drive, and so they all just passed me, and I was like, dang it.
That's what he claimed to like last time, Friday.
Hold up, put it back. Hit it with the air hose. His throttle is ready to hole shot.
That feel?
I can fly.
First motos were really good. Tate was 7th, I think. Pace got a 5th. And Kaya, not quite sure because I think it was 2 classes mixed in, so it's hard to tell. I say it over and over that like you can't push the kids. There's certain things when you know your kids' kind of mentality. Pace is just like he's back sore because he doesn't ride, so then he's tired. He ripped the first day and we're on day 3, and so it's starting to set in. He's like, it's raining, I ain't riding today in the mud. And he's so clever, like he really is. And his little technique and standing up and picking ruts. And so I had to get a little mini dad on him, and I'm just like, you got one option, boy, and you're gonna get your gear on and you're gonna race. And because you're very clever. And it was more just to focus on, look, you're racing, there's no other option, but I believe that you're very clever and that you should do it. So throwing things at me. So yeah, he raced, and I think Ellie said he went 19th in that race yesterday, and today he got 5th. So when he wakes up and decides that this is what he wants to do, then it's all in front of him. For kids and adults, feet in front of the pegs, always. Grip with your lower legs, drive it through the rut. It's seriously that freaking simple. Keep your feet in there, drive it through the rut, shift gears.
it out the first moto and just pull a whole shot on them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, my friend took me out.
Oh no, that's even worse.
First cut, where you go across to the tabletop, where you miss the boulders, we're gonna do that. But then the sand and going up the hill, we're gonna do, okay?
We're not going to say that.
Yeah. So you're not doing stairway, but you're doing the hill.
amazing battle.
I was reeling the sand and then I just tipped it over.
Railing, and then it wasn't. I'm so proud of you. Good job.
Let me see your face.
Dude, I swear paces bike's dirtier than the others. See what happens when you twist the throttle? Oh, that was awesome.
He rode good today.
He rode awesome all weekend, honestly. Like, I'm proud of him. Obviously, he rewatches our episodes, so I'm really proud of him because this morning, already yesterday, you could see he was starting to get tired, starting to get sore. Rain set in. It was pretty brutal, and you know, like, I do not tell him very often like what he's doing, but I told him pretty straight that he was gonna get his gear on today and ride, just because I think he's so clever. He's so his technique and everything like that, and I think in the mud I thought that he could be really good. And then on the line in his last 50 race, for whatever reason, I think it's the silencer has like a little grommet that has a bolt that clips to the rubber, and somehow that is pulled through the rubber, and so it allowed the silencer to pop off the exhaust head pipe. You want to call it a head pipe, like a 4-stroke. And it's kind of like I could notice that I wasn't going to be able to get it without pulling the bolt out of the back, and so it kind of excited me because just like riding in the mud, trust me, I'm like most everybody else in the paddock I'd love to go put these bikes in there and go home and not have to worry about dirty dirt bikes, but I just think that those are the things you got to tick those boxes. Those are skills your kids need, and for me that was a good experience for him to feel like something that's totally abnormal, something that you would never normally experience, but in life or in motorsport, it's gonna go wrong at some point, and you're gonna have to ride something that's not ideal. It makes noises, and so for me, that's a learned thing. The next time it happens, it may not be on the line. It may be just out on the racetrack, and he'll be just like, "Well, here we are. We'll just keep twisting the throttle." So yeah, really proud. All three kids rode really well. Kai had a little tip over, I think, in her last 65 on the start, and then Tate rode really well. Really just an evolution of what yesterday. I think he rode better today. His pace and his speed and his technique was really solid. We just fell short on the jumps, and echoing what I said, that's not an area that I feel comfortable pushing on race day. So just understanding the size and the heights and things like that, I think that when you come at a face that's quite steep and then the landing is taller, I think it's a little intimidating for a newbie. I actually prefer that because you can judge it, but he's not there yet. So yeah, overall, awesome weekend, and yeah, go home and Dad needs to go to work.